Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Scott here from Oak Societies. Man, I am feeling great. This song right here, I feel like I'm a pirate about to raid a island. Feels good. I'm imagining the Patriots right now, whoever they're doing, all these secret operations. They are cleaning up this country, and they are just doing work. I'm feeling good. Feeling really good. How's everybody doing out there tonight? How is everybody doing? This was not planned. This was something I wanted to do because I feel like there's an energy out there. There is a shift. Us Anons, as you can, whatever you want to call us, YouTubers, podcasters, it doesn't matter. We are all out here trying to get the message out at a crucial time when everybody is home, when everyone's doing nothing. There's no distractions, and we're just trying to red pill. We're just trying to red pill, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we are trying to do today. So here we are. So I was trying to find some Irish music, but there was none on the channel that I get licensed music from. And if I play Dropkick Murphys, I will get instantly taken down as far as copyright. So sorry, everybody. Sorry. So yes, that was my epic music to get everyone pumped up. Now that we're here, let's chill out. Everyone grab your Guinness, grab your drink, whatever the hell you want to do. Even if it's not a drink, even if it's medicinal. Let's just have a good time. Is everyone still working out there? Is everyone still working? Everyone's still healthy? Greetings and salutations. Yeah, so we're going to be doing an episode tonight talking about a bunch of cool things, a bunch of Q proofs. I honestly believe there are operations going on now behind the scenes, without a doubt, and especially yesterday with Google. Wow. Let's see here. And thank you for turning off the Dropkick Murphys live stream to watch some woke. Haley, thank you so much. That's awesome. That's awesome. I almost saw Dropkick Murphys a few years ago live. Never got a chance to see him, but thank you all for joining and hanging out with me tonight. This is something that I really feel like we're going to be doing more of, especially in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and we'll have to see how things play out. So, yeah, sorry, no Dropkick Murphys. I'll get a copyright strike. I've already gotten them on most of my streams for playing maybe 5 seconds of a song that I didn't realize in a background video, and it instantly demonetizes my video. Not that it's already happening already. So, you guys might hear my son in the background smashing blocks and all that good stuff. So, it is what it is. The wife's tired. She needs to take a nap, so she's going to take a break. So, welcome everybody. Let's gather around, grab your drinks, grab whatever the hell you use to do to chillax, and let's just enjoy the show. We're going to go through a bunch of topics, and we're going to take your calls at the end of the night. So, as you guys already know, go to the YouTube Woke Society's channel. Like, share, subscribe. Comment, please. Comment. Guys, like the episode. It's so easy. It takes 1 second. It's a click. It gets this video out there organically, and it gets out in the algorithms. Because, to be honest, we're going to talk about this tonight. I believe the algorithms are very watered down. It's just straight AI, no human intervention. And guess what? I can certainly tell the views are going up, and yeah. Things are definitely changing, and we're going to be talking about that. So go subscribe if you're new here. Check us out. We're at 21,000.1. We're going crazy here on this channel. So that is that. Go to my Patreon if you want to up your fandom here. You guys can donate as little as $1 a month, and that's $12 a year. But if you want to do more than that, it all goes to independent media. Go to my wokesociety.com webpage, which has all my podcasts and links here to download my content on the go and check it out, ladies and gentlemen. You can now hit my store link up here, and it brings you right to my products page, which is got some really cool cups, mugs, travel style Yeti mugs, Q coasters, the Shifter. We're going to talk about Shift for a little bit tonight, and my favorite, my Woke Society's mug. This is made by my brother, local here in New York. Everything is locally handmade, and he's the man. He's definitely helped me out with this, so it's a joint effort out here. And my backup channel, BitChute, check it out. If you hate YouTube, don't want to support big tech, I have that backup channel here with all my episodes. And of course, it's not here now, but if you want to PayPal me and just send a one-time gift, you can do that as well. So that is that. That is my spiel for that. And let's jump back to the chat real quick and see what we got going here. Drop those super chats, ladies and gentlemen. Drop those super chats. Let me go back to the live stream here. Donna Cash, you are already hitting me already. Love you so much. Thank you. 1999. Thank you, Donna. You are appreciated. So as everyone's here now, I see we got about 200 people in the chat, 70 likes. Let's get that up to 100, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that up there now. It takes 1 second. Just hit that. Bong Hits 101. That's beautiful. Whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do to relax. It's a St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day. Let's hang out and chill. So let's cue the music and let's get into the content, shall we? I know this is some of people's first time watching a live show. I usually do them on Saturday, Sundays. I know the schedule's not completely laid out yet as far as a set day, but I'm figuring it out when most people can watch, view hours, all that good stuff. So let's see what we got here. So, as you guys know here, I already lost... Where'd my tweet go? I already lost the first tweet. As you guys know, there was... Google was dropping some crazy things. And I honestly thought it was fake news. I'm trying to find it right now. I thought it was fake news. Here it is, right here. I thought this was completely fake news. I thought this was a screenshot. I thought this was Wikipedia shenanigans, but it wasn't. It wasn't. When you went to Google yesterday and you typed in the Democrat Party, what comes up? You see a rat as the animal that represents the party. And this was spreading like wildfire all over the internet. And I checked it myself. I put it in myself, and there it was. It was real. This was not my screenshot, but I screenshot it on my Twitter. It's very real, ladies and gentlemen, and you can't make this up. And not only that, this stayed up for hours. Usually stuff like this, it stays up for maybe 5-15 minutes, and the developers, they take the stuff down, but it stayed up for a very, very long time. And not only that, when you typed in Adrenochrome into the Google search algorithm, look at this when you pulled up images. You see the Clintons all over the place. Actors. You got Jim Carrey here. I forgot this guy's name. I don't know these. I don't really watch movies. I didn't really watch movies, but look at Adrenochrome farming of adopting children. You have Hillary here. Got any of that Adrenochrome? Ladies and gentlemen, do you honestly think the timing of this is coincidental? Knowing that everybody in the world right now, especially in this country, a lot of people are home. They don't have sports to watch. There's no distractions. They need something to consume, and this was what was going around the internet yesterday. People were seeing these things probably for the first time in a long time, and a big reason why I'm doing a live tonight. I wasn't even going to do an episode. I was going to take a day off and do it tomorrow, but there's this energy that I'm feeling here that we're all coming together, and we need to act now, because this is more important than anything in the world right now. Not the stupid virus, but to red pill people and let them know. And I definitely think the White Hats, Q team, had something to do with this. It's no coincidence that these terms were just let loose. The chains came off, and all of a sudden we have these images here. And it wasn't just these. This is from Douglas Belmore, who I interviewed. You guys can catch that episode also on my YouTube channel. He searched NAMBLA on Google Images, and look what came up here. NAMBLA for Obama, Civil and Thinking. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but I'm sure it's important. But I certainly know who this is. This popped up with this, I don't even want to, Patton Oswalt. And we all know the tweets that he had saying about how he was talking about being a pedophile, talking about pizza. And I let him have it a couple weeks ago on his Twitter. I think he blocked me. But these are the things that were popping up. And you know for sure that normies out there were seeing these images. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. And not only that, when you type in Rachel Chandler, into Google, these were also images that were popping up. Images, ladies and gentlemen, that you all know we have seen on 8kun and we've seen on the message boards. So how does this happen? How does this happen? And it's just the image on the left, especially. We've seen this image. The Anons know. The people that have been following Q for a very long time, we know what these images are. If you don't know and you're new here, this image down here was taken from cameras that were on Epstein's Island. And these cameras were placed in and all around Epstein's little island that he had, inside his little mansion, inside of his temple, and also, from what we know, inside the tunnels that he had underground, where probably the most disgusting things you could probably think a human can do to other human beings happened. So that's all there. This is all out there now. This isn't some internet conspiracy where you were screenshotting images from these sites, these underground sites, and it's all BS. This stuff is very real. And this was Q Post 3131. Who took the pic? Who was located behind the camera? Sex trafficking is real, and we all know it's real. But the crazy thing is, the date of all this that's happening, the 1 year delta. When I searched from QMap.pub, you have post 3147 here. Rachel Chandler had Epstein Island security cam pic on her Instagram, and this is where this picture originally came from. Off her Instagram, ended up on 8kun. But look at the date, ladies and gentlemen, March 20th, 2019. We are 3 days away from it, and I figured something special was going to happen today because it's March 17th, obviously the 17th, but we've had more than enough news that we're going to get into. But we're coming up on a 1 year delta for this, March 20th, 2019. Do you think it's a coincidence that Google had let the chains off and all these images, including the one with Rachel Chandler here, are set loose? There is no way. There is no way. There are operations going on that we may never know about, never know how they happen, but we know they are happening. Very exciting time. So this was the image where I got the rat from. He looks cute, doesn't he? Democratic Party's donkey symbol replaced by a rat in Google search. And this is from Mashable. As we approach the 2020 U.S. president election, more and more Americans are turning to Google with important questions about politicians and policies. And as of the time of this writing, if one of those questions involves looking up the term Democratic Party on the popular search engine, then those Americans will be led to believe that their party symbol is that of a rat. Like literally a rat. This is no joke. This actually happened. The Democratic Party symbol is, of course, a donkey. You would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. However, if you came across Google's so-called knowledge panel, which on Monday afternoon displayed a multicolored rodent in all its red, white, and blue glory. I love it. For the unfamiliar, the knowledge panel is an information box sitting on the right side of search results, and according to Google, is meant to help you get a quick snapshot of information on a topic based on Google's understanding of available content on the web. So for this to happen, there had to have been inside people doing this, because this doesn't just, I'm sure you can't just go in. I don't know how easy it is to change. I don't know much about coding, but if you're Google, you had to have caught wind of this. And why wasn't it taken down right away? Because things like this, especially on Twitter and YouTube, these things get taken down immediately and blocked. So in this case, it's clear that Google's understanding is perhaps a bit lacking. When reached for comment, a Google spokesperson suggested that if only the Democratic Party had taken the time to claim its knowledge panel, then we wouldn't be in this mess. So Google is actually blaming the Democrats on this one. Completely blaming the Democrats. And there seemed to be a tone change with the Trump administration in Google lately. The attitude seems to have shifted. This is all feelings. I don't have exact proof of this, but it just feels this way. Most images and knowledge panels are automatically generated from the pages on the web, wrote the spokesperson over email. When errors are reported, we fix them quickly. This one was not fixed quickly. We encourage people and organizations to claim their knowledge panels, which allows them to select a representative image. Honestly, I thought it was the best representative image of the party since they started. They should have just left it at this point. That's right. In Google's mind, the fault lies anywhere but at home. Notably, even after we heard back from Google, the incorrect image remained on the site, and it did for a long, at least 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours. So how amazing is that? How amazing. Kathy Clark, I see you in there dropping me $19.99. Appreciate what you do, Patriot Kathy. I appreciate you just being here listening to me. That is more than enough. You are wonderful. Thank you so much for that. So it's just, there's so many things going on. There's this made my night. And not only that, I showed you guys on my YouTube. You guys got to follow me on social media. If you're not there, when I'm not making videos, I'm all over social media, especially on Twitter and YouTube. I got a beautiful message from a Patriot that he's a teacher out in South California. And because he said he's watched my videos, he's red pilling people every day. And that's exactly what we're doing here. That is what we're doing here. And that's what I want to do. That's why I built this channel. So as we continue on here, I thought this was a great, I guess, opposite view of what was going on with Google. This was taken from Gab. My brother actually sent this to me. So thanks again, Todd, for sending this. This gives a good opposite view of what could be happening. And Gab's just another form of Twitter. People hate Twitter, so they go to Gab. It's where Neon Revolt, he's actually there. Big Anon. But this says, it's not that Google has flipped. It's that emergency powers allow the president to declare them a public utility and to seize control. It all makes sense now. They declared a national state of emergency. Trump said, I have powers in a national emergency that a lot of people don't even know about. Google is the largest go-to source of information. It makes up at least 70% of all search traffic, and that's for the world, ladies and gentlemen. That's not just the country. When Trump said we have 1,700 engineers working on the site and Google had apparently heard no such thing, I think that they learned that Google was being taken over at the time we learned it. And by the way, removing the censorship algo would not be pertinent in any situation except for massive disclosure of the storm. I take this as further confirmation that this is the storm. If they were just seizing it to help us deal with the virus from an information standpoint, there would be no reason to mess with the algo to such an extent. Information regarding Adrenochrome and all these other things wouldn't be relevant to a virus, which means none of this is really about a virus. Just food for thought. Buckle up. And the last sentence here, I'm going to read it again. The last two sentences. This is the most important part. Information regarding Adrenochrome and all these other things, which I just showed you guys, wouldn't be relevant to a virus. And I've searched these things before. I've been doing these episodes now coming up on a year. And when you search these things on Google, those are not even close to the top. You have to really dig. And a lot of the times they're just washed off completely bleached off Google search in general. And on top of it, which what I've been saying, and a lot of people that I'm coming in contact with, whether I say normies, just from people in work, the CEOs I run into, a lot of people believe this narrative. None of this is really about a virus. And I honestly believe this was seen maybe coming by the Q team, by the Patriot team, Trump administration. They knew something was coming. They just didn't know what. And if this was it, knowing Trump, he has used every single situation that has gone his way that took a negative turn, and he's going to turn it into a positive. That's just what he does. He is playing the 5D chess game, and he is absolutely killing it. He's a master at this stuff. So that is just another alternative view that I wanted to show on this. But the crazy thing is here, this is a tweet from Jordan Sather. Would you look at that? Huge spike in view counts on this is Joe M's video in the last few days. I got a message from someone who had never seen a video of mine recommended for her on YouTube until yesterday. First time in 3 years, she said, maybe some algorithms are getting let up. And as you can see here, Joe M also tweeted, what happened to the algorithm? This is Q, the plan to save the world. And if you guys haven't seen that video, it was one of the first videos I saw. And my boy, oh my gosh, the effing doctor. I don't know if you're out there, my friend, but he's the one that's been putting the videos up in his barbershop, playing these videos for what we call normies, just getting them to think, getting them to ask questions, showing them what's really going on in the world, waking people up. And it looks like there was a huge spike in the views. And this video is heavily suppressed. Joe is known all over the QAnon world. And the truthers, conspiracy theorists, he's got those Q videos, and we all know they should be way more higher in views as far as millions and millions and millions, but they're not. They are suppressed, but it looks like something has changed. And even I've noticed in my own videos, views, they're changing. They're absolutely changing, and they're going up. I don't know if that's anything to do with all these big tech companies leaving their employees at home, keeping that human element out, and just having the AI just kind of just regulate everything and just watch everything. I don't know. But either way, this is the perfect time. And I'm telling you, if anyone is out there that needs to make a YouTube channel, podcast, and you haven't gotten the motivation, I'm trying to motivate you now to please do it. please do it. Now is the time to do it. Going back to the chat real quick, Myth Ikel, $20. Way to kick it into high gear on the YouTube Truth News. Keep up the good work. Myth Ikel, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat there. Fantastic. I see the likes are going up. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen, for everyone that just joined in. We're almost at 500 viewers. Let's bust that out. Our record's 500, so let's keep it going. Everybody have fun on this St. Patrick's Day. That's what we're doing here today. So, as the views are going up, this is why I'm actually doing the video tonight. I saw this. This was on Akun. This Anon wrote, have time? Of course you do. Are you bored? Probably. Google has finally lifted the censors. Yet there were search censors. Yes, there were search censors. Search Weiner laptop, a 9/11 truth, military tribunals, Podesta art, Adrenochrome, spirit cooking, Project Mockingbird, greatest president ever. Click on the image tabs, look at Bill Gates eugenics, Clinton Foundation, Democrat versus Republican, Democrat KKK, Democrat racism, and the list goes on and on. Pick your damn jaw up off the floor, then share this with your bored friends and search. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, right now, these next few weeks, however this virus is, we're going to use the situation to our advantage and red pill the shit out of the country. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing tonight. So this should motivate you all as well. I'm not saying push views down people's throats. Don't push political views down people's throats. Just ease them in nicely. Show them the Joe M video. And just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. So as we go further into the content here, we have another. This was a royal now. Austrian Archduke Karl von Habsburg, 59, becomes the first royal in the world to be diagnosed with coronavirus, but insists he is fine and brands the illness annoying. Yeah, well, getting any kind of illness is annoying, but again, the trend continues that we are seeing Hollywood actors, big-time elites, and these people that are held in high regard catching this virus. We just saw today in the news, I saw in sports news, that 4 New Jersey Net players, including Kevin Durant, have the coronavirus. Not saying they're part of anything, but it's just strange that these people that have every resource at the whim are getting sick, and I still don't know anyone personally that has this virus. Now, when I come over here, this was also taken off of Akun. This is from March 15th. This Anon was Okay, looks like we had a minor dropout there, but it's okay. Here we go. Everyone's still here? YouTube could be messing with me right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right. Just making sure. It said OBS Studio was disconnected. Okay. I think we're good, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're good. All right. Let's go back here. Let's get back to here. So I was talking about this list, celebrities and officials with coronavirus. And the top one is Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, and the list is gigantic. And this isn't even, this was 5 days, 2 days ago? And this list right here, it's just going to get bigger. We have some people from Iran vice president, 2 Italian series football players, Arsenal manager, Australian Minister for Home Affairs, Brazil President's Communications Ship, CEO of Paris Airports. Like, how in the world are these people getting sick? And the list just keeps going and going. He got up to 59 people that are held in high regard here. And anyone out there, I'm still asking. My polls ended, and I got a 97% when I asked, do you know anyone personal that has either died or suffering from the coronavirus? And 97%, both on Twitter and YouTube, all said no. Now, I know people are going to say, "Well, we don't know yet. We don't know the test. We're not testing. We're not testing." We're going to talk about those tests in just a moment, but that is a fair point. But either way, it doesn't seem like the virus is here. It just seems like the fear is here. That is the main problem. That's what's going on right now. But some good news. Coronavirus. This is from Newsweek. Coronavirus recovers in South Korea, outnumber new cases for first time since outbreak began. New cases of COVID-19 in South Korea appear to be declining, and on Friday, the Korea Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported more recoveries than new cases. South Korea has had one of the largest outbreaks of the new coronavirus, and nearly 8,000 people have contracted the virus, which has killed 67 people in the country. Now, it's terrible. You don't want to see people die, but that is a good number. Nearly 8,000 people were infected, and only 67 died. That's a good number. You don't want to see anyone die, obviously, but this is what happens. South Korea reported its first case on January 20th. In the 2 months since, 510 people have recovered and 7,402 remain in isolation. Cases appear to be on the decline, but the KCDC urged people not to become complacent about prevention measures because new cases are still emerging in small clusters from businesses, churches, cafes, and medical facilities. Through the weekend, everyone was advised to continue practicing social distancing and personal hygiene measures and to refrain from visiting community spaces or public gatherings. We assess that we put out a big fire but cannot lower our guard yet, Seoul Mayor Park Won-soon told the briefing, according to Reuters, and that's just being responsible. Now, Trump is saying this could last into July and August. Well, I wouldn't be too discouraged about that. I believe in the next month or two, the virus is going to be curved down. The panic is going to finally stop, and this is going to be lingering. This isn't just going to go away overnight, but it could linger on into the summer months. But either way, there's going to be businesses, sporting events. Things are going to slowly come back. Life is slowly going to become normal. We're going to have the summer, and we're going to have that few months right before the election to really ramp up the patriotism, ramp up the destruction of the virus, and just unify the country together. And I believe that is the plan. I believe that's the plan for Trump at the moment. They are trying. The deep state is trying so hard to use this against him. And, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but it's going to be epic either way. It's going to come back on them, and it's going to be fantastic. And I'm so happy to be here for the ride. So let's continue on here. Let's see, what else do I got in the hopper? So, got that. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys this because I didn't catch the Dem debate, but this is going to lead me into the media and the shift that I'm seeing in the media as well. So Biden falsely blames Trump administration for rejecting WHO coronavirus test kits. So we're going to see right here, right now, how Biden again lied to the people, right to their faces on national TV. He's not even the president. He's not going to be. We all know, I think we're all in agreement, Biden is going to be the sacrificial lamb to Trump by the Democratic Party to get rid of him and to just, lick their wounds and hope they can get something going in the next 4 years. So let's read this article, though, from KHN. During Sunday night's debate, while leveling criticism at President Donald Trump's handling of the national response to the coronavirus pandemic, former Vice President Joe Biden said the Trump administration refused to get coronavirus testing kits from the World Health Organization. Look, the WHO offered the testing kits that they have available and to give it to us now. We refused them. We did not want to buy them. We did not want to get them from them. We wanted to make sure we had our own, Biden said. A similar claim about WHO test kits had also been circulating on Facebook, and I saw this. And immediately it was shot down, and even the fake news was even saying it was fake news. Unbelievable, right? The Biden campaign referred us to a Politico article that said the WHO shipped coronavirus tests to nearly 60 countries at the end of February, but the U.S. was not among them. That is technically correct, but it suggests that the United States would have been on the list under any circumstance, and they were not on the list to receive these kits. The countries who helped are ones that lack the virology lab horsepower that exists across the United States. So pretty much it's saying we are self-sustaining. We did not need WHO's test kits, and it was never set up that way. The outreach work by the Pan American Health Organization is a case in point. The group is WHO's arm in the Americas. It conducted trainings and sent materials to conduct tests to 29 nations. The list included all these countries and many others. The group said it focused most of its effort on countries with the weakest health systems, which is not ours, obviously. No discussions occurred between WHO and CDC about WHO providing COVID-19 tests to the United States. There it is, right there. This was from a WHO spokesperson, Margaret Harris. This is consistent with experience since the United States does not ordinarily rely on WHO for regions or diagnostic tests because of sufficient domestic capacity. And look, guys, Joe Biden knows this. He was in the office for 8 years with Obama, and he's not stupid. He already knows this because if he was already in there already, and nothing's changed as far as test kit. We never got test kits for Ebola, for swine flu, none of that stuff. So I'm so happy I see the chat here. It's going crazy. Thank you guys for all joining. We're at 615 viewers, 254 likes. Let's get that up to 300, guys. For all the viewers that just came in, hit that like button. hit that like button for us and get this channel out there into the open. We are all here to hang out on St. Paddy's Day to relax and enjoy the time. So I hope everyone's enjoying the show. So speaking of fake news, the Anons, everyone out there, the independent researchers, whatever you want to call it, it's just you regular patriots out there, you're all seeing this, right? We are seeing a shift in the narrative. We are seeing a shift in opinions here, and it's fantastic to see. So the first one on the docket here I'm going to show you, this is from CNN. And this is this amazing Polly tweeted this, and I just grabbed it here. It could be that Trump is doing what they want him to do. Now, she's been having some views on Trump that I necessarily don't agree with, but either way, we are seeing a shift in a narrative here. Let's just play this real quick.
I mean, look, this is just coming back to where this conversation started after the press conference. I hear what Sanjay is saying about Tony Fauci giving, a little bit more wiggle room than others. But if you look at the big picture, this was remarkable from the President of the United States. This is a nonpartisan, this is an important thing to note and to applaud from an American standpoint, from a human standpoint. He is being the kind of leader that people need, at least in tone today and yesterday, in tone that people need and want and yearn for in times of crisis and uncertainty. So look.
Did you guys just hear that? Somebody on CNN actually giving Trump admiration and some credit. It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. So that was the first one. And you see all the pundits just sitting around. They don't know what are you like, oh wait, this is not, I can't conceive this with my brain. They had the TDS syndrome immediately hit them in the face. And they're like, they're quiet. They're absolutely dead quiet. So let's play the next video here. And this was from the Sharp Edge. We have officially entered the Twilight Zone. Let's play it.
We all have to work together. I am hopeful that the White House and that the president continues this somber approach, because, at the beginning of this administration, when we had a lot of leaders like, your father, Robert Gates, others all said, we only have one president at a time. We have to do everything we can do to make sure this president succeeds. We all have to work together. We
all have to work together to make sure we see this president succeed. This was on MSNBC. MSNBC, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't this nice to finally hear? And now I've already seen the shills. I've already seen the shills out there saying, well, here we go. The president's really, he's controlled by the opposition. This is evidence. No, I don't believe so. I'm going to play one more here. This is from our beautiful governor over here in New York talking about the president as well.
I said to the president, who is a New Yorker, who I've known for many, many years, I put my hand out in partnership. I want to work together 100%. I need your help. I want your help. And New Yorkers will do everything they can to be good partners with the federal government. I think the president was 100% sincere in saying that he wanted to work together in partnership, in a spirit of cooperation. I can tell you the actions he has taken evidence that. His team has been on it. I know a team when they're on it, and I know a team when they're not on it. His team is on it. They've been responsive late at night, early in the morning, and they've thus far been doing everything that they can do, and I want to say thank you, and I want.
Look at all that praise that our beautiful douchebag of a Governor Cuomo here in New York was giving our president. I think this is the first time I've actually seen Cuomo give any kind of positive image or positive comment towards our president. So it was nice to see that finally. It really was. It really was. Let's see here. Go back to the chat. Dude, the effing doctor. Here, my friend. Dude, you don't gotta give me money. It's all. Everybody say hi to the effing doctor. We're waiting for him to get back to doing the chats with us. Thank you, sir. We are at almost 700 viewers. This is fantastic. Let's keep it going, everybody. I'm so happy for you to be here. Let's get those likes up. Let's get to 350, 375. Hit that like button. Let's get this video out there. So we got all these media pundits, including our governor here, talking about there's something shifting. That's what I'm talking about. The energy is shifting in the atmosphere. And I want to bring you guys to the Q drop 2263. Fake news about to flip on their masters. And I thought this was very pertinent to what's going on. Fake news about to shift narrative against their masters in effort to weather the storm, which I believe we are in the middle of the storm right now. Panic everywhere. Patriots are ready. Enjoy the rally at the Q tonight. So I'm not sure which rally this was. Maybe this was the one where the baby Q came up. But either way, panic is everywhere, which we can absolutely agree on. That is the situation now. And Patriots are ready. We are ready. That's why I'm here. That's why there's hundreds and thousands of us doing these YouTube videos and podcasts now. So as for Trump here, there is talks of him giving each American, from what I see here, $1,000 to help as part of the stimulus package to help with this virus. So this is actually from the Washington Post. I don't normally use fake news sites, but sometimes it just happens. So White House expresses support for making immediate cash payments to Americans as part of the coronavirus stimulus package. The Trump administration wants to send direct cash payments to Americans in the next 2 weeks to help them cope with the economic ravages of the coronavirus. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said Tuesday, part of a massive economic stimulus package taking shape between Congress and the White House. The overall price tag of the package could be around $1 trillion. Mnuchin told reporters on Capitol Hill after meeting with GOP senators, making it one of the largest federal emergency fiscal packages ever assembled. News of the stimulus planning sent the Dow Jones Industrial Average up more than 1,000 points on Tuesday, more than 5%. So Trump right now he's trying to inject money back into the economy while also helping every American that's been laid off. I know there was 3 guys laid off at my job. Still counting my blessings, I haven't been laid off yet, thank God. But, these are happening. People are suffering. And sometimes people are the only income. So I totally feel. And I totally feel for those people. And it's $1,000, which, people sneeze at. But, hey, at least it's something. It's something. The scramble for an agreement comes while the coronavirus pandemic has ended everyday life for many Americans. Many schools and workplaces have closed. And federal officials have urged people to stay in their homes as much as possible. Parts of the economy appear to be in free fall. Layoffs are rising daily, and industries like hotel, airlines, and restaurants are begging for relief. More than 1,000 new infections were reported in the U.S. on Tuesday alone, and the nation recorded its 100th death from the virus. Only got 100 dead so far. Again, talking about 100 people die, those are people's families, loved ones, but still, it's a good number. It's a low number. To try and stem the fall, the White House has quickly embraced a congressional proposal that would send checks directly to millions of Americans as a way to try and inject cash into the economy. We're looking at sending checks to Americans immediately, Mnuchin said Tuesday, and now in the next 2 weeks. So, hey, if you guys already got your tax return money in, you're going to get some more money in. So, hey, let's count that as a blessing. I'm going to be using it as a down payment for my home. So, that is that. And so I came home this morning from work and I took a nap. And silly me, I woke up to a million bajillion messages, emails, tweets, and this was the one that really stuck out to me. The world is at war with a hidden enemy. We will win. And huge response, 284,000 likes on this. And Twitter is obviously censoring the crap out of Trump. But this article came up here, and I saw this from Catherine Herridge on Twitter. COVID-19. Now, this is in regards to the attack on the HHS not company, I don't know what you call it, department, HHS department. This is the one I covered in the last stream where this department was hacked. They were sending messages out trying to cause panic, saying that there was going to be a interstate lockdown. Nobody was going to be able to move. Everyone was going to be in their homes, and it caused a lot of panic. And now they're still trying to figure out who was the source of this attack. And I believe this is in regards to what Trump is saying here. The world is at a war with a hidden enemy. We will win. And then here you have Barr talking about this cyber incident. When you're dealing with something like a denial of service attack on HHS during a pandemic, that's a very grave action for another country to take. AJ Barr said, if it is another country doing this, I'm sure the ramifications will be severe. How much you guys want to bet it's not Russia? I'm just saying. I bet you. Maybe it's Ukraine. I don't know. Well, I'm sure we're going to find out at some point. But this seems very serious. And you know what? It's nice to see that Barr and Trump are taking all this very seriously. So it's nice to see this. It's reassuring as an American, as a patriot, that work is getting done. We're being taken care of. And I know people were asking me about Oprah and her getting arrested. And we all know all these elites are going to New Zealand, Australia, all these Hollywood actors. They're fleeing the country. They're going to their bunkers. And I'm only bringing this this drop up only because it was it's showing 317 here. You all go to jail. You all get to go to jail, and it's obviously in reference to Oprah. Everyone's saying there's videos out there of Oprah getting arrested. She was raided. There was a live video of some random guy in a parking lot saying it was right behind him. I didn't dive into it, and there's no way to verify if that's true or not, and I want to limit the fake news on my channel as much as possible. But I wanted to throw this in there for the ones that were bringing it up. Who knows what's happening, but there was a drop here, 1888. You all get to go to jail. Did they ask Gambetta for advice? These people are stupid. Oprah show, you get to go to jail. You get to go to jail. You all get to go to jail. So maybe it's happening. Maybe it is happening right now, but we don't know for sure. And this came across right before I went on live. Somebody on Twitter sent me this in a DM. I'm not going to play the video, but this is real news. The National Guard has been activated now in 18 states. 18 states. So this could just be, coronavirus related, but we'll have to see what happens. But it's really nice to see that the National Guard is in fact being deployed, and maybe there are mass arrests happening. It's very well could be. So let's see. Let me see here. This might be it for what I got on the docket. Oh, no, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. Yes, I thought I had some more stories here. My boy Sean, who is in the chat, he's the moderator, sent me this. And this is on CNN, another fake news popping up in the feed, but whatever. This actually happened. I saw this on my phone a couple days ago. Man charged with threatening to kill Representative Adam Schiff. A Connecticut man was arrested and charged with threatening to murder Democrat Adam Schiff. Robert Michael Phelps, 62, was arrested Friday. He was later released on a $25,000 bond. Man, that's a really expensive threat. You can't do that, though. Nobody wants to see that. But Q, remember what Q said. Q did say these people will not be able to walk down the street at some point, right? So, and let's look at that bug-eye face, man. It would be nice to see someone just give him one right in the nose. Right in the nose, man, for all the crap with the impeachment. Doesn't the impeachment seem like it was years ago now that the virus is here? Insane. We went right from impeachment crap to viral pandemic. Amazing how that works. Really, it's amazing. And let's not forget, China does not want you to think that what's going on here, you may be racist. Racism is not the right tool to cover your own incompetence. Guys, China has been nothing. The Chinese government has been nothing but blaming the shit out of the U.S. for this. And you all saw those stories that the coronavirus could have originated from U.S. military coming over there. And then you had Trump calling it the China virus. And of course, all the snowflakes started to cry. They started to get upset. And of course, we get fallout from that. And right behind it, we have China Egzhon News. Racism is not the right tool to cover your own incompetence. Racism is not the right... Oh, okay, so it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So we have this projection. And to be honest, from what I am seeing, that this pandemic, this virus was already happening in November and October. Remember, I dropped the tweet that there was tests being done in an airport in Wuhan, by the way. In the Wuhan airport, they were testing test scenarios for coronavirus. That was in September. So you have to think that, we got news of this late December. But you know damn well that this stuff was going around way earlier than that. Which, messes up the numbers. But yet China wants to blame us. And China was also the one saying that they wanted that they were wanting to take credit for letting the rest of the world know, and that we should be thanking them. We should be thanking them. Absolutely unbelievable. So let's wrap the show up, ladies and gentlemen. These next two things are what I forgot to include in my last live stream. Lockheed Martin's Marilyn Houston to step down as CEO. This is huge. To me, this is very important and very exciting, only because I've been covering a lot of politics. Me and another buddy are going to be diving into UFOs, technology, advanced technology projects. There is so much in the works that we're going to be doing. And Lockheed Martin is definitely one of those black project companies that are involved with making a lot of this technology. And the CEO stepped down. This broke yesterday. So again, add it to the list of the CEOs that have stepped down. And on top of it, this video, a lot of you probably saw this already. This video right here was from Sidney Powell. This is General Flynn's attorney talking about Anthony Weiner's laptop. Let's watch this.
675,000 Clinton emails when they got Anthony Weiner's laptop in a search warrant because of all his sex perversion issues. It was all the Clinton emails, the Clinton Foundation, her Secretary of State emails, Huma Abedin's emails. Lots of people emailed Huma as a proxy for Hillary. So one of the things, if I were the president, I'd do is demand the Anthony Weiner laptop and get it to the most trusted person in the military to take apart everything on it and then start using it. There's a lot that can be prosecuted, I have no doubt, on that laptop. In fact, I heard that the New York police officers who saw some of it, even though they're hardened investigators, literally had to go throw up. It's bad.
Yeah, and we heard those reports. I saw the articles about that the police that did see those videos that were on that laptop were absolutely devastating, where they had to go through therapy. Hardened agents, police officers had to get therapy for what they saw. And to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I would never want to see what's on those videos. I don't want to see it. The images in my head are worse enough what I think it looks like, but to actually see it, I don't think we need to subject ourselves to seeing such evil and such anti-human behavior. But all this is coming out right now. And she said right here, Sidney Powell recently spoke at Hillsdale College, where she confirms the rumor regarding shocking and unlawful material contained at Anthony Weiner's laptop. And did you guys notice? She said, give the intel to your most trusted military personnel. Not government, not your most trusted incumbents, military. Q. That's what I believe. So that's what we got going on. So, and to wrap up the show tonight before we take calls, let's take a look at what the Irish Prime Minister said today in regards to St. Patrick's Day. This is amazing. This was the 17th day of March Madness. Here we go.
This is the calm before the storm, before the surge. And when it comes, and it will come, never will so many ask so much of so few.
Can we just listen to that one more time?
This is the calm before the storm, before the surge. And when it comes, and it will come, never will so many ask so much of so few.
How amazing was that? How amazing is that? Do you think he follows Q? I would say so. Absolutely fantastic. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. So that is the content that I have for you all. Let's get into chill mode. And yeah, let's hang out. So I will get the phone number up. We're going to take calls for the next 10 minutes because I got to wrap it up right around 9. So guys, we got over 700 viewers tonight. Man, maybe I should go live on Tuesdays more often. I got no competition. The weekends are a killer. You got to compete with Red Pill, all these great creators with their YouTube channels. But man, oh man, what a great night. I'm looking at the chat right now. You guys are going nuts. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Let me get the phone number up. And we'll get these calls rolling here. What do we got here? Drop that down. Eight 845-232-0446. That is the number. Let me open up my Skype. Okay. Phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. Now I get to hang out with you and check out the chat here. You guys are awesome. You guys were so awesome. 845-232-0446. The Skype's open. What are you guys seeing out there? What are you guys seeing out there? Where do you live? What's going on with the virus? How are you self-quarantining? How are you enjoying your St. Patrick's Day? What's up, buddy? Come here. Let's get you on camera. Yeah. You guys can all finally see my son. Say hey, buddy. Say hi. This is the one that's always in my videos that you guys hear. He's got some bedhead going on, but say hi, buddy. He's being super, super shy right now. All right, he's off. Okay, we got our first call here. Let's go. 4646, you're live. And they're gone. They're gone. How's everybody doing there tonight? Still waiting for those calls. So the phone line's going to be open for the next 7 minutes. We're just going to hang out here and chill out. I got a nice cold Guinness waiting for me in the fridge. That's what's waiting for me. Hello, you're live on the air.
Hello.
How's it going, my friend? What do you got?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Good, my friend.
I am, my name's Pete, calling from Rhode Island, and up till today, it has been normal. You know, everything's been going as normal. And I go out today, everything's shut down. Looks like people have been like hoarding all sorts of toilet paper and water off the shelves, and I've heard they're even buying it up and selling it on the internet.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, man, you got these scumbags. I've seen those. You got these scumbags that are, you know, I'll be honest, I didn't really prepare for any of this. I didn't really think the panic was going to be this crazy. But to be honest, like these people that are hoarding I don't get why people are hoarding toilet paper. Toilet paper is not going to save you from the virus if you get it. So it's not giving people shits. I don't understand.
Now, what have you heard on numbers for? I mean, I looked up a little bit and I saw a number, something around like 8,400 people to date have died in the United States, have died from the common flu.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, I've heard all different kinds of numbers, but
not even close to that with this COVID-19 thing, though.
Not even close. But the counter argument that I've been hearing to that, though, is we don't know how many people were actually infected because we don't have the test, which is a legitimate point. But either way, if this was something that was as much as the hype and the fear that we have going right now, they're making it sound to be like a killer. This is the Black Plague that's coming, and it's going to take out everybody. And we've had, I think, 100 deaths in the United States. And if you think about it, this is why I'm trying to be sensitive to people. Those are family members, but when you think about how many people are in the country, come on. It's a drop in
Right,
the bucket.
right. Oh yeah, no. Anyone listening that has anybody affected, I definitely have sympathy for that. Of course, I'm talking, not about those people. The hoarders, people just trying to make a buck from, our misery. I'm much like you. I didn't prepare much. I figured this was gonna be, I still believe in what Trump said. Come the warm weather. This is gonna go bye-bye, and it just seems to, along with everything else, the white hats and Trump say, it just magically comes true.
Yep.
The Project Looking Glass thing, that I did catch that episode of yours, by the way. That was awesome.
Nice.
And yeah, I've been with you. I've been with you since you first started, I think. And I love your show. I do have a question for you, though.
Sure, man. Go ahead.
I was talking to Thomas on True Reporting about this, and although him and his guests thought it was a great question, they couldn't really give me an answer. So, any of you guys over there in Chatland, I'd love to know opinions. Now, there's obviously laws that protect presidents. Up until they die, they get protection at their end of their gigs. There, they get to pardon people. Foreign dignitaries don't get charged with crimes when they're in that other country that they're in. I'm wondering if what hits the fan and big names start going down. Is Obama protected in some way by some law that protects presidents?
I'm not exactly sure, man. The only thing I could see him doing is fleeing to Kenya, where he's originally from.
Right.
That's the only thing I could see him trying to cause some problems, to throw a monkey in the wrench. But that's the only thing that I could possibly see. But what was your name again? Yeah, all right. Very good, man. So, call in more often, my friend. I'm going to try to get some other callers, but thanks for calling in tonight.
Sure. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, man. Bye-bye. All right. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it's echoing. I don't know if it's me or the phones. I'm not sure. Let's take one more call, though.
Possibly see, but what was your name again?
4319. You're live with Woke Societies.
Hello.
So, call in.
Yep, you there?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Just real quick. Just turn off the stream in the background. It's making echoey.
Okay, yes, sir. I got it off.
Awesome, man. What do you got for me?
Hey, brother, I'm watching your show. I love your show. Keep doing great work. I got something for you. The Georgia Guidestones.
Georgia Guidestones. I've heard of these before. What's going on with them?
Okay, you read the Georgia Guidestones. It was made in stone in a part of Georgia in 1980, and it said to reduce the population to 500 million. Okay, so this COVID-19 was being thought and planned. This just came about. This is to destroy the population. The elite is destroying the population, man. You understand? They're taking the people out. It's a worldwide genocide, man. Read Georgia Guidestones. Everybody read the Georgia Guidestones. They tell you that if they tell you what they're going to do, they're doing. They are killing people so they can. They're all in the bunkers. I heard they've been in the bunkers for 90 days.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. I've seen the news that they're retreating. So,
I heard that the Queen Elizabeth, all of them is in the bunkers.
Yep. Yeah, man, that's where they're all hiding now.
And Bill Gates. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they're not around. Yep. They're all in bunkers, man. They've been here for, I heard, 92 days. This from somebody who worked for the U.S. government. They took them there 90 days ago and said it's time. and they put this bug out, and the United States government behind it.
Yep.
They said that Wuhan, China, someone ate a bat. That's not true. That's all a cover up. Just like they did 9/11.
Right,
This
right.
This is all elite wiping people out. If you read Revelation 27, it tells you too what's going on. So a lot of people, billions of people, is going to die.
Hey man, well I
It's
think
going to be worse.
I think
Before
that
it
was
gets better.
I think it was the original plan for a mass genocide, especially if Hillary won the race. But I don't think that's going to happen now, to be honest. But there's still a lot of work to be done. So I'm going to check out the Georgia those stones because it sounds like something I could do a dig on. So I'll definitely have to check it out because I don't know too much about it, but I'll definitely check them out. What was your name again?
My name is Malachi.
Malachi. All right, Malachi. Thanks for calling, my friend. Call in more often. I'm going to add you to the Skype here.
No question, brother. Thank you. God bless you, man. Stay safe.
Yes, you too, my friend.
And I know what to protect the people from the COVID-19. Okay.
Yep.
It's oil, olive oil. You got to pray and put oil on your body, man, because that's what's stopping the COVID-19 virus, man.
Will do. Duly noted, my friend. You have a good night. All right, we're gonna take one more call. 4257. You're live on the air.
Hey, what up, Scott? It's Rob from Orange County. How you doing?
Hey, man. Orange County, New York.
Oh no, Orange County, California. I didn't know there was one in New York.
Yeah, man. That's where I'm
Hey,
from. Okay, what's going on, man?
Well, I appreciate your show. I've been listening to you since I believe you went on Tinfoil Hat.
Yeah, yeah. Feels like forever ago.
So recently, and I appreciate all your information on Q and all that stuff. And recently, I've got the feeling that there might be like some Mandela effect going on, because like on Reddit, whenever you see people like trying to talk against like Q proofs and stuff, it seems like it's hard. You can't convince anybody, and I'm wondering if there's an element of Mandela effect that goes along with it, so that you kind of can't really prove it, but you just get to experience it. Does that make any sense?
I mean, yeah, man. It's the thing is, like with me right now, nothing would surprise me right now, and the fact that Q even brought up Project Looking Glass, we don't know what kind of technology these people, that these white hats have under their control. So it could be, man. I really have no, I'm not sure, but it's it's definitely interesting to view it like that.
Yeah, it seems to me like if from that Joe M video, if that shit's real, if there's like some sort of high technology, or even I don't know, interdimensional, anything like that, then there could be stuff that would be harder to I don't know, match up with something where you could just give it to them as proof or something like that. I don't know if I'm kind of rambling on there, but
no, it's all right, man. No, it's definitely a cool, interesting theory to look at. I mean, I'm not really on Reddit, but I've seen these situations happen on other social media platforms. So, like I said, nothing would surprise me at this point.
Yeah. Got it. All right, I'll let you get back. Thanks for taking the call.
No problem, man. Call in more often. Thanks again.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. I'm actually going to call the effing doctor real quick. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can figure this out. I'm still learning how to use this here. Ooh, nope, we don't want that. Let's see. I'm gonna get him on here, and we'll end the show with the effing doctor. 6124 45. Okay. All right, let's see what the doc's got.
Hello, my friend.
Yo, it's the effing doctor.
Hello, my friend.
What is up, man? Yo, everyone misses
going
you
on?
out there. What are you still out? You still cutting people's hair, dropping red pills?
Dude, so I had 6 cancellations today
Oof.
and 1 no-show.
Oh,
So
no.
7 people didn't come in out of like the 10 that I had scheduled.
Oh,
So I did 3 haircuts today.
oh, dude.
Like, dude, it was an awful day. Tomorrow's an awful day. I only have like 4 or 5 scheduled.
Yeah.
So I'm all over the Small Business Administration website looking for that disaster relief for self-employed business owners.
Yep. Yeah, man. I should have brought that up in the video, but yeah, those are coming out, and I'm sure there's a bunch of people that were in here that have small businesses. I think there is some kind of relief coming for that, right? What have you seen out there?
Well, on the SBA.gov, it'll lead you to the disaster loan relief
Gotcha.
website. So you just have to register for an account, and then I'm going to start the application process tonight because I think I might just close for 2 weeks.
Yep. Yeah.
And enjoy the show.
Yeah, man. No,
Get a little bit
seriously.
more involved.
Seriously, I don't know what's gonna happen with my job either, but like less and less people are gonna be coming out, so they're not gonna be going to buy
It
snacks.
was a ghost town today. I was at the barbershop today. I completely sterilized the barbershop.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. You're touching people's faces.
But they're Trump is recommending 6 feet away from people. I'm a barber.
You're right in their face.
Yeah, maybe I can cut out shaves. I don't know, but
Yeah. Cut
I'm
with the
limiting
hazmat.
the traffic with appointments.
Yep.
But I don't know. There's 11 cases in the county.
Yep.
So last I checked, that was yesterday. Who knows what today brings?
Yeah, man. It's definitely getting rough out there. I'm interested to see where my job goes in the next couple of weeks, but I might be right there with you. Who knows?
Oh man.
But either way, man. Hey, if we both got no jobs, guess what we're gonna be doing?
Live streams.
We're gonna be doing a bunch of live streams for everybody out there because now is the perfect time no one's doing nothing. Everyone's hanging out. So there we go.
Yeah, my kids are off from school for the next 2 weeks. Foreseeable. My wife, she does online school, so she's working hard still.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we're all right there with you. We just gotta ride this wave out.
Financially, this is killing me.
Oh, dude, trust me. I went and did 10 machines today, and I made no money on it. I already know I made no money on it, so it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, but Trump said he's gonna be sending us $1,000, and I know I know ones that have families. It's
Might be
okay, that's
per
something.
adult. Yeah, a little bit more for the fams.
It's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Listen, if I can float me the mortgage and the rent on my business,
yeah,
I'll need it for next month for sure.
Yeah, man.
These next 2 weeks are gonna be killer.
Yeah, it's hurting everybody, but yeah, man. Well, I wanted to get you in here at least. I'm gonna end the show probably.
I appreciate it. Just wanted to say hello to all the woke society fam out there. It's been a while. I hope you guys are all doing good too.
Dude, they're doing great.
Cool shout out.
Dude, thanks for the super chat. You did not gotta do that.
Oh.
So,
Dude, no doubt. Just send me my mug.
Okay. I will grab you a mug. That is a fair deal.
I drink coffee, bro. That's my thing. I drink coffee.
Absolutely, man. All right, dude. We'll be talking.
Absolutely.
Later,
Thank
man.
you so much.
No
I'll talk
problem.
to you soon.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Stay woke. Later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to wrap tonight's show up. I have another super chat here from David Merrick Jr. Keep up the good work. The doctor put me on to you. David Merrick, I might have met you coming across again the shop, maybe in the garage days at Eddie's. Who knows? But that is that. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, go to the Woke Society's YouTube page, like, subscribe, Tell your friends and family about the channel. Get the channel out there. We are the news now. Remember that. That's what we're doing here. Go to my Patreon. Become a Patreon for little as $1 a month, $12 a year to up your fandom. Go to my shop, my product shop here. Buy some cool woke merch. My BitChute, and of course my PayPal for one-time donations. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, you already know. You guys enjoy your St. Paddy's Day. Have a fantastic night. Thank you, Sean, for modding out there. And remember, stay woke.
That's great, George.